man. How are you?
I'm fine,
I'm doing
thanks.
fine, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. And you?
Okay,
Can you hear
perfect.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great.
So, how is going your research for a new job?
Well, during the last couple of weeks, I mean, to be honest, I haven't been searching for too long, but I started this kind of freelancing journey. I mean,
Okay,
I want to start freelancing, for since the last 2 weeks so far. I mean, I've had the Upwork profile for quite a while, but I just updated it like 1 week ago with some things that I consider are relevant right now.
okay.
So maybe I can share it with you, and you can see, what can be, uh, improved. I already sent a couple of uh, proposals on Upwork. I think that's what it's called, like two or three. And I mean, no, I mean I haven't received anything so far. But I guess I need. I mean, I think it's a numbers game, right? The more I send, the more chance I get of getting um, a freelance gig.
No, absolutely no, but we will get in through a bit,
Okay.
a little bit more. So,
Okay, sure.
essentially, I can understand that this moment for you it's hard because you lost your
Correct.
job. You're doing, but bad news is first
No, no.
question. Uh,
Actually, yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. Right now, I haven't actually lost my job. I mean, I've been working with one company since a couple of months so far,
mhm.
and I'm not working like entirely, like how can I say it, like with them full time.
Okay,
So I have more spare time. So
okay,
that's why I decided to, to look for new ways to improve my,
okay,
my income. Yeah, yeah.
perfect. What's your area of expertise as a PPC expert? Are you doing Facebook ads, Google ads, Twitter ads, whatever? And moreover, what is your niche? So, do you work more with, I don't know, lawyer, then plumber, then e-commerce, then drop shipping? Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Okay, sure. So perfectly. Uh, Pretty much during the last 2 years and a half to almost 3 years, I've been working in Facebook advertising pretty
Okay,
much. So I can say I'm a Facebook media buyer,
okay,
quote unquote specialist, and especially in the e-commerce space, in the retailing. So, I mean, what else can I say? From Google, I haven't really worked much, even though I have, learned how to use the platform, but I still haven't used it too much. So that's why I don't like mention it as an expertise of myself. But I do have the skill of launching, Google Ads or GDN ads or even YouTube ads. But right now I'm focusing 100% on Facebook. So my plan would be to, land a client that is already, I mean, I would prefer if the client is already experienced in Facebook advertising and have already spent a couple thousands, so they already understand like how, how the game is played in the field. So I don't need to tell them, why they need to spend more or why they don't need to spend less. But pretty much it's Facebook in the space of um, physical goods pretty much. I haven't really worked much with with info products, so pretty much that's
that's fine. That's
uh,
fine.
yeah.
Are you Blueprint certified?
No.
Okay. Can you establish what is the range of ad spend that you have managed? Like, you can answer these two questions.
Yeah,
What's the lowest budget you have ever managed, and what is the highest budget you have ever managed?
yeah. Okay, so the highest has been. I mean, it hasn't been much to be honest. It has been like um, 3.5k dollars,
Okay.
and lowest has been $500.
Okay. And what is your average ROAS on campaigns?
Yeah, well, it depends. Like, for this past client that I have been working for the past couple months, it's been like from to 1.9 up to 4.5, so sometimes, because the thing is that I started working on on the different stages of the business, because they had like, how can I say, like, I mean, I had to come up with a whole different strategy, because they were offering, I mean, the client sells tennis racket strings. So this is a very competitive market, because we have big brands such as Wilson, Prince, and Babolat, and all these brands. So it's impossible to compete with these big sharks. So we came up with this strategy, which basically we're offering like a wholesale account for new people that are stringers. I mean, they're in the field but are not our end customer. So we are getting. I mean, basically, I started working on a strategy so that I don't need to compete directly for the end buyer. So I'm working with basically with the middle person, with the middle guy. So this way we managed to, to lower our CPA, because this way I started working on the advertisement of, getting stringers. I mean, getting people that are selling our products, and then I mean, they come in to the brand, they get to know us, and then they start ordering, more products, and this way, basically, that's how I managed to get better results for the company.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Uh, just considering those things, so the niche, the ad spend, and the ROAS, you are considered Upwork, because I know Upwork. You are under the average budget and ROAS your competitors have. So essentially, the other freelancer that are beginning. That means that for you, it will be harder to sell yourself, because of course, if someone have worse result than someone else, you will hire someone else. Probably you will look in the upcoming 3 to 6 months to generate a case study um, that maybe have something like 7.9 ROAS. I think that is much a real break even. However, I listen from your voice that you are competent in your field, so you just need that moment, that possibility that really
yeah,
help you to grow. One question I would
yeah.
like to ask you is, do you own your case studies? I mean, you can show the work you did in agency, like showing the name of the customer, or they are NDA. They are
No, to be
under.
honest, yeah, yeah. I mean, there is no non-disclosure agreement. I
Great.
mean,
This is a great
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I mean, there is nothing. I mean, because the client that I've been working with. I mean, I've worked with different clients, but this is like my biggest one, because even though, I mean, I understand, like, so sometimes it's crazy that we want to get, these big ROAS. I mean, I can show, 20 ROAS on a
Okay.
for marketing ad, but that's not the case. I'm talking about 3 to 4 point ROAS on cold market, because I've been working top of funnel, middle of funnel,
Okay.
down of funnel,
Yeah. Okay.
and so, if I show you a cold, I mean, a warm audience, retargeting 3 days, Black Friday, I can get, 70 ROAS.
Yeah,
It's
but think. Don't think in personal. Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. I want to
No,
tell
no,
you
no,
one.
no, no. I understand your point of view.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait for 1 second. I try to. I have to deal every day with potential clients of my
yeah,
clients. Okay,
yeah,
with potential client of marketing agency. The average person don't even know that in a funnel you have different steps. Okay,
yeah,
so the first things they want to see is how you drive from warm to sorry, how you drive traffic to leads. Of course, if you make like a 3 weeks, um, this is a tips for you. If you want
sure.
to like describing 4 weeks funnel, like the first week, you just said, listen, we started with $1,000 as budget, and we arrived to 15,000 because at the fourth week there was the first step, the fourth, like the number fourth step of the funnel, so the conversion rate was really high. Then you do the average of the conversion rate from the bottom to the top of the funnel, and then you present it as a ROAS. This is a way to present it, because if you start speaking about the different level of conversion rate, people most of the people will have difficulties. So me as
Yeah.
account manager, what I usually do, I just speak about the ROAS, and then if I understand that the person that is in the other side of the call is able to understand, I will get into the details. Most of people don't even understand GMT as a
Yeah.
Google Tag Manager, okay? They don't understand why they need to use it. They tell me, I got Google Analytics, why I need Google Tag Manager? Or they have a Shopify e-com that's spending like $100,000 a month, and they don't realize that Shopify have a pixel itself and Facebook pixel are two separate things. So essentially, one thing just keep it as much more simple as possible. And for Facebook campaigns, you need to focus on three indicators and put every strategies inside these three indicators, which are first budget, second ROAS, third
Okay.
time. Okay, there are three things are fundamental. The fundamental things for case studies, this doesn't matter for e-commerce, but for every niche, are consistency, so how much you repeat it, references, so if you are, I don't know if you are Spanish, Brazilian, whatever, your references in Spanish languages
Yeah.
will be valid inside your country. If you work the most with US companies,
Yeah.
they will be valid in US. However, hardly people will trust them, for example, in Europe. So you have to think, okay, when I take a job from Europe, I know that my case studies could be considered less valuable. The, the third things is the things I said before. So always look at ROAS, budget, ad spend, and time you get ROAS. All those questions was to answer to you to your your immediate, super immediate first question. That was, I sent just two proposals on Upwork, uh, and I don't know how to get customer there. So I can tell you that my service, which is a service of lead generation for marketing agency, I send an average of three proposals per day. I get one answer. I have people like you. I had people like you as my customer,
Yeah.
and I was sending like 40 proposals per week, and I am me, so I'm a professional in that things, and I get a conversion rate of three, maybe two answer per week, which is really really a few.
Yeah.
Um, so essentially, why that things happen? That things happen because your potential customer is not stupid. Like they evaluate the options, the possibilities that there are, and essentially they look at the price, the expertise, the trustability, and the possible how much you are close to what they are looking for. I can tell bad
Yeah.
news. The third things it's so rare, but you can search for some advantages point, like geographical advantages. Search people that are in your country or in the same country of your
Mm.
previous customer.
Yeah.
Price you need to go lower, so having a loss. So for example, you're a beginner, you cannot allow yourself to set a price higher than Indians, so you will work as fucking Indians for, I don't know, 100, 200. Yeah, it's a fucking shit, but it's a way to begin, because when you
Yeah.
begin, nobody says, hey, you are good. They
Yeah.
say, you are Mr. Nobody as anybody else.
Yeah.
Um, Third thing, I think I forget that one. uh, yeah, many things to remember. The most important thing is that you just keep it.
But for example, if I can ask you something, for example, on the price point, I mean, To be honest, as I told you, I just started, looking for things like 1 week and a half ago, like almost 2 weeks, and I kind of added some description in my profile and all of that. But I was thinking about the price point because I don't know how much to charge per hour. I saw some people talking about it, and I started doing like some benchmarks.
Tell me
How much
what
people charge.
tell me what people told you because
No, no, no. I haven't talked to anyone personally. I
okay.
just saw YouTube videos.
Okay. Okay, tell me tell me what those
Sure, sure, sure.
video told.
Well, basically, they all say the two videos that I remember the most. They say something like, they started as a 10, $15 budget per
Yeah.
hour, something like that, and they got like 2 or 3 gigs. They got like 5-star reviews, and then they started slowly charging more
Yeah.
for 10,
Yeah.
20, 50, 100 hour. But even though, I mean, the thing is that right now I put my daily hour thing. I think it's like 25 or something like that.
Okay.
I don't think that's too little, and I don't think that's. I mean, that's nothing. For a business being profitable. I've seen numbers and that is nothing. But I understand the that the business owner doesn't know me. They they don't see any reviews that I have. But then again, I think if I want to charge so low, how can I mean, how can they trust everything that I'm saying in my profile? Why would they someone trust someone that has all of this expertise
I
and sharing so low? I
I
mean,
can
I don't know how does it work. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about that.
okay. Putting the price, it's a strategic thing. Yeah, what they sell, what they said is correct, and they do for most of the beginner profile. But actually, the beginning price, it's a big bullshit. If you see like an expert, I can tell you that I have one customer. They have a really strong portfolio. They
Yeah,
are like positioned. They have been positioned for 10 years in their niche, and they put like $5 bid, and then they close the customer for like $1,800, mostly outside Upwork, so even without paying the Upwork fee.
yeah, yeah,
And they are able to do that because the customer, you just put this sentence at the end of your proposal. The bid is just a placeholder, and then you start to discuss to see if you can close for an higher price the client. Or you can do the opposite. You can just put like 999, which is the higher bid you can put,
yeah,
and just tell I just did it for take your attention, and then close the customer for another price. So what I suggest you, what I recommend you is starting low. Start
okay,
low, sell yourself as a fucking Indian,
yeah. But
because
low is what? I mean, what is the
15
ballpark?
$15 per hour is fine. Like 15. If you want to really go, I can show you.
I don't
Okay.
know if I can show you, if we have time, if I can show you my Upwork and you can give it a glance and
Okay,
maybe we can see
I can tell you a couple of tricks. Show me your Upwork account.
if I can send you my link. Wait, how can I open the chat over here? Upwork. Quick profile.
Open the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking for my profile link. Okay, so I don't know how to send you my profile link.
You have me up there. There is the time, and then the message icon. Just click on it and paste the link.
Oh yeah, my icon. Yeah. Okay, need to log in. So okay, okay. Here I can. Here you can see. And I'm not sure if you can see my
Okay.
profile with that link,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay. I will do screen sharing.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. You're on Chrome.
Okay.
Okay, Sergio,
Yeah. Well, actually, I think I need to update my location because I'm no longer in Colombia. But yeah,
where are you?
I'm right now in Poland.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice
I
place,
think.
Poland.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, but
I
it doesn't give you
looking
like
for.
the richest countries in the world, like US, United Kingdom, California, have set up preferred advantages. Uh, you have not there, so it's absolutely the same.
Yeah.
So, the real thing I ask to people is when you read the full text, you can find here the average hourly rate paid before from the customer.
Okay.
Put essentially a little bit lower if you want it, and a little bit higher if you think you pay if you think you are valid enough to provide value. Okay.
Okay.
That's the basic answer for all the time. And the same
Okay.
thing could be applied to fixed price. But at the beginning for fixed price, it's really low. So okay, it's also good that you live here 30 because when people see that your price is lower than the one you put in the profile, they see that you are most likely to work with them and they appreciate it. Okay, so one thing you need to do is create. I suggest to create specialized profile if you are
Okay.
more case studies. You didn't put here your portfolio, which is a really bad things. You need to
Yeah.
put your portfolio there. Your We want more leads directed to your current offer. This is not English. Like maybe you translate directly from Spanish, but this is not how an English person would express itself. I'm a Facebook ads marketer within 3 years of experience working with the retail and e-commerce business. I suggest you to avoid to tell the experience because nobody really cares about it.
Hmm.
Um, don't explain all the things. Tell that things at the end before explain the process you have. I learned
Okay.
skill from you are not. This is not a CV. I learned from it's not useful. Just
I
trade.
mean, the thing is that I feel like I'm trying to work with someone that is already on the field, So if you know who is, I mean, if you know about ad skills, all of this stuff, that they are
I'm just
they'll be
talking
like,
about this sentence. Okay,
right,
your profile it's a landing page.
yeah,
E-commerce no owner are landing here. They don't know what is that agency, what is the name of that guy. So it's just
yeah,
useless. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. I know
okay,
I don't know it all. This is something that people don't want to read. But you can
okay,
start training we had from the top performer industry. Avoid that. Uh, have manager monthly out spent about
yeah, I need to
2K.
update that. That's old, yeah,
Who cares? I focus on ROAS, keep it. If being profitable, we scale, okay, keep it. Having a designer background has allowed me to approach the marketing objective. Don't say that because it's inconsistency. So if you
okay,
have a different background, don't tell them. If
okay,
you have case studies, put a specialized profile for them, and
okay.
that's it. And close
How do you
with a
how do
call to
you think
action.
it's the best way to show like a portfolio of e-commerce case studies? Like, do you have an example?
Yeah, usually I require to my customer to follow this procedure. Uh, I don't think I can show you my customer, so I won't do it. But I
Yeah.
can tell you that my customer usually have this outline, which is problem of the customer. So the problem that the customer have before. Uh, I can
Okay.
write you in the chat,
Okay.
which is
Okay.
okay. Uh, First, situation of the customer. Problem. Uh, Picture of the problem. So maybe the ad spend is not optimized or whatever problem the customer should have. Okay. 2. Solution provided. Explanation of the solution and picture of it. So, for example, I spent my cost per action was too high, increased budget, solution, cost per action decreased, everybody are happy, end of the story. Each of these parts should not take each of these parts should not take more than one lines. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Sure. Perfect.
Do you have any other question?
No, well, actually, maybe about this, like, should it make like a Google Slides presentation and show like each case study in one slide and then post the
No,
image at the end, or how?
you have the possibility from Upwork itself
Yeah.
to create a portfolio. So I will show you with
Okay.
my assistant profile.
Okay.
I hope Upwork won't ban me for probably will, but that's okay. Yeah. Uh, 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 okay. So you go there, you have your
Okay.
portfolio.
Okay. Okay.
You go here, big button. I don't know, website for marketing agency. Okay, but can you select here the
Yeah.
date? It's not important. Go to select the template and you can choose one of them. Usually for PPC expert,
Yeah.
I choose a case study. You can use classic or gallery if you want to show also the banner, but this one is fine.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any other question?
Not really. I think I will just try to keep it more concise
Yeah.
on the Upwork profile, maybe.
Try.
I can add the
You need one thing I suggest you, and I didn't spoke to you about it. It's you need to have a sales script. So you need to decide what are the key role, the key part on your work that you want to be present on each proposals you send, and then try to adapt this text to each proposal you send. So never, and I say never, ever, ever copy and paste proposals on Upwork. Of course, never mention PayPal on Upwork chat or bank account or your or your number or your Skype ID, or you can paste you can say that but not saying like properly.
yeah, I know,
Okay.
but yeah,
Yeah. Because it will get you banned. But one really important thing, if you want the money, is to focus on the fact that you need every time to reply to a job post with a tailored approach.
right, right, yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Do you have any other question?
Oh, look, I think everything. Oh, I mean, obviously, I mean, I may encounter with many more questions, but I think that for now, everything is okay. I think I will use your tips. By the way, where are you from?
Italy.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah. Now this video will go on my LinkedIn profile probably in 1 or 2 weeks. I have already to schedule it, and that's it. If you want to, I will send you a link before publishing it. So if you want to edit something, you just need to tell me, or better, you can tell me right now what you want to delete or not, and that's it.
I think, I mean, to be honest, I don't have any more questions. Maybe in case there's anything that I ask you in chat, if anything you think that's worth adding it to the call, maybe we can do that and you can add it. But for now, I think it's okay.
No, I think that if that call have success, we can do like a seasonal a season stuff where I explain you how to get success on Upwork, and you can get your money for free. That's a great thing. Okay,
Perfect.
thank you very much for your time.
Sure, man. You too. Thank you, Luca.
Okay, bye, man.
Bye bye.
Okay.